I forgot like a super vital point to this story. So, months and months after we broke up, I was in like my full-blown dissociation era, getting drunk, um, having sex, all of these things. When Chester texted me out of the blue saying he wanted to talk and could I talk to him after work. Now, Chester didn't have a driver's license or a car. And so I had to get up and I picked him up from his new job. He was a manager at the place that we met. And uh, it closed at, I think I picked him up at 4 in the morning. We drove, I parked in the parking, like the parking spot in front of the house that we'd rented together. And he broke down and told me that he didn't want this to be over and that he doesn't see a life without me and um that he forgives me and that he wants to be together again. Um and I told him I this was after the assault, um after Kyle, and I told him that didn't feel I didn't feel anything. I felt numb to the world, to myself. I didn't know what I was doing with my life and I couldn't be in a relationship. Um I Another point to this story. Um Now, one of the only friends I had my senior year of high school was a guy named Jeb. And I should write that down so I don't forget what I called him. I love that. Now, Jeb was a goofy motherfucker. And I loved him. Still do. It's okay. I've, um, and we were really good friends for years. We met in the eighth grade, but senior years when we really started hanging out, I ended up working for his mom to help take care of his grandmother, and um, we just really bonded. Like, I don't really like meat, but they would barbecue a lot, and he would always make sure um, that was an option that I wanted. Um, After Keeb and I, well, Keeb and I, Chester and I broke up, um, I was on Tinder. I remember we came across each other, and I had liked him, and he was drunk. He drank a lot, and I remember he said to me, just the word chair. Um, which I'm not going to elaborate what that means. So, that led to a conversation about him liking me, and we sat in the uh, I sat in his vehicle with him. We hung out, and I sat with him and explained basically the same thing that I had told Chester. Um, and I found out that he'd felt this way for a very, very long time. And I said, romantically or sexually? And he said, whatever you want. Um, and That really stuck with me because we had been friends for so long, and one of the only forms of platonic friendship I had was him. Um, and so this really drove the point home that I had to be sexually appealing, or that I was only good for being sexually appealing. I tried to do what he wanted, but I couldn't. And then I was hard on myself for not being able to. I don't know. So, I want to enter next the Keeb era. And this era is my favorite. And for once, I have good things to share. Still some bad things, very good things to share. Um, so if you're still listening, thank you. And I am excited to tell you something that makes you smile instead of upsets you like it does me. So, all right, I'll be back in a minute.